Good evening and welcome to the Immersive Experience, a podcast about you, for you, from you. I'm your guy, Desi Lou, and tonight we have another viewer's topic. Tonight we are talking about being righteous to a fault. And this is something that I deal with all the fucking time. I'm not going to lie to you. However, we're going to delve into the paradox that can lead us astray. I want to let you know that you can follow the Immersive Experience on Instagram at the underscore Immersive Experience. Also on YouTube at the Immersive Experience podcast, and right here on Facebook, the Immersive Experience a podcast as well. I will let everybody go ahead and introduce themselves. I'm gonna start with Chris.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm Chris. See, you just put me on the spot fast like that, but it's cool. Uh,
Always.
man, I'm just here to suck up something. That's all I'm. I'm a fly on the wall. I'm just here to suck up something. You know. I
Pause.
appreciate it.
You want to give them your handles where they can follow you at? We do like to give that information.
Oh, okay. Well, you can find me on Akade, AKADE underscore collection, KOLLECTION. That's my brand page. Um, yeah, you can follow me there.
All right. Perfect. Thank you so much. And then
Mhm.
next, we'll go ahead. We'll move to China.
Hello, everyone. Good evening. I'm China. You can follow me on Facebook and on Instagram at Victoria China. China spelled Chinna. And that's where you'll
Okay.
be able to see everything that I talk about and some of my work.
Talking about good evening shit. This morning where I'm at.
Oh.
That part. Okay, Jarrell, since you're talking, you want to go ahead and introduce yourself?
J Rel on Facebook. That's about it. I'm just here to spend some knowledge, learn some knowledge. Same old, same old.
I like that. I like that. Nunu, you want to go now?
Hello, big new, not the little one, and I'm here. I got a lot of social media, but y'all can find me at Nunu underscore dough.
Okay.
Hi.
If you're looking down at some of our things, you will be able to see how you can follow us. Um, I know that Chris, China, and Nunu, they are business owners. So make sure you follow their page. They do have amazing products that you can purchase. Also, because they don't ever want to talk about it, Chris ran his brand right now. Narissa has a brand. She's Queen's Closet LLC, and also she has an event space, QC Studios. China, she sells wine and she also do t-shirts. So y'all make sure y'all check them out. That's what we give the information for. So you could look them up. All right. So right now we're just gonna hop into the subject. I want y'all to tell me what being right, being what is it called again tonight?
Righteous.
Righteous to a fault means to you. And let me start with China. Tell me what being righteous to a fault means to you.
um, I really don't know. Got me on you
Being
caught me off
righteous
guard with
to a
this.
fault.
Being righteous to a fault means to me, like you just tell the truth or you gotta be right all the time, I guess. Even if
Okay,
you
I feel that.
even if you feel like, you know, I don't know, I guess you don't accept other people's opinions. You always gotta be right.
Okay. I like that. I like that. All right, Nunu, what does being righteous to a fault mean to you?
I don't know, so I just googled it.
Okay. What you
From
Google?
what you Google, it says um, I'm a pretty honest, very. I'm a woman of a few words.
Mm-hmm.
I'm real direct and to the point. I have undiagnosed ADHD and a very short amount of patience. So, beating around the bush really don't fit into my life. So, being honest is the only thing I know how to practice. It's the only thing I know. Um,
Okay.
how important is it to me? It's very important for me to be honest, for people around me to be honest. So, righteous to a fault, from what I just read on Google, is what's needed.
You think so? Okay, okay. I can't wait to delve into this conversation.
Okay, yeah,
Then
because
I
I don't
like
know what it
that.
is, so hopefully I'm right. I don't know.
No, no, no. That's it. It's just your opinion right now. However you feel, whatever you think, that's exactly what I want. We'll delve into it. We'll start deciphering it and seeing how we feel when we get more into it. Chris, you
Okay.
want to go ahead and tell me what righteous to a fault means to you?
So for me, I like to look the word up. So I looked up the word fault, and I don't think this fits with it. I don't
Okay.
think you can be righteous to a fault because this this says an unattractive or unsatisfactory feature, especially in a piece of work or in a person's character. Right. So when you thinking about righteous, I don't think them two words go together. That's just my
Right.
opinion.
That's why it kind of threw me off guard. I was like, I don't
Yeah,
know.
that's just my opinion.
Okay, I like that. I like these opinions. Trust me, I love them. I really do. Jarrell, go ahead. I miss accountability. Let's go.
What my man Terrence Howard say, when I'm right, I'm right. When I'm wrong, I could have been right, so I'm still right. But I'm wrong, so that still makes me right.
Uh, that's what
I
I
feel that.
feel.
Terrence Howard did say that. I forget what movie that
Okay.
was, but I remember that movie.
Hustle and
What
flow.
movie was that? Oh,
Hustle
okay.
and
I was going to
flow.
say he had just got somebody out of jail.
No, no, no.
Something had happened.
Actually, no. That was Get
That's
Rich or
get
Was
Die
it
rich
the
or
Trying. My
best
die
bad.
man?
trying.
Get Rich or Die Trying. My fault.
What is it?
Get Rich or Die Trying. That's what it was.
Oh, okay. I was going to say
Uh,
he had just got somebody out of jail and they was on the side of the highway, and that's the spiel he gave them. But I don't remember the movie. Okay, okay. All right. So the all-knowing self, and this is where I feel like this is where my righteousness to a fault comes in at, because like if you could talk to me, then you could talk to me, but if you can't talk to me, then you can't talk to me. You feel me? So, and that's where I'm righteous to a fault. The all-knowing self. You're right. No one knows you better than yourself. Your life experiences, emotions, thoughts are uniquely yours. But therein lies the challenge. Our self-awareness can be both a strength and a blind spot. Um, Chris, let me ask you, how can our self-awareness empower us to make positive changes in our lives? And what are the potential pitfalls of being too self-focused?
Run that first part again.
The first part is, how can our self awareness empower us to make positive changes in our lives?
mm,
So I'll just use myself. Um, Coming out of prison and realizing or understanding that I had to do something different with my life made me want to do something different with my life. So I decided to do something different with my life. So um, I just think that if you tap into yourself, man, you gonna know what you need to do for you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not one of the people that like to look outside of myself for nothing. You know what I'm saying? I can let something outside of me kind of confirm what I believe, but I don't. I like to look at me now because I was one of those people that like to listen to other people's opinions and looking at other people's how they do things and nah. So what was the last part, sis?
Okay, so the second part of this question is, what are the potential pitfalls of being too self-focused?
So you know we are social beings. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? And being a social being, that means you have to actually be sociable. You know, um, and not being sociable with people. You can, um, I guess, go
That's
into
how
a
it can be a pitfall.
yeah. It could be a pitfall if
Because
you
I'm
just do
always
it to
focused
yourself. You
on
cut
me. I don't have time to focus on anybody else.
right, right, true,
So I'm missing out on those social interactions. I'm missing out on creating those connections, those bonds, because I'm so into me.
right.
Is that what you're saying?
Or you can become a narcissist, and you know what I'm saying. It could be something totally different. We going down another rabbit hole. So yeah, that's
Yeah.
it's important.
I agree with that. I got a lot of different nuances to me, so I understand that it's a lot of different. We took a personality test. China, I sent you my results.
I saw him and it fits.
Nunu took it too. She
I
took
broke the
it. I
test.
sent it to her. She
I
broke the
broke it.
test. She did. They was like, you got too
You
many personalities.
Yes,
Hold
I
the
got
fuck
too many
on.
personalities, child. I'm like,
what?
fuck y'all.
Hell yeah, yeah.
Literally broke the
Chris,
test.
and Mr. Accountability, I'll send y'all the test if you want to take it. It's 105 questions. China actually introduced me to
Damn.
the test.
That's a lot.
That's a
It's
lot of
a very
questions.
it
I
goes
mean, damn.
fast. It
No,
goes
I'm thinking
fast.
you
Hey,
It
finna
hold
goes
say
on. Hey,
10 or
what type
something.
of
agree or
questions they be
disagree.
it
asking though?
goes fast.
Like,
All you doing is
man.
clicking a button. You just click a button.
But what
Click,
type of
click.
questions is it though? What type of
It's
questions is it?
real like fuck
Questions about
questions.
real life as
Them
they want
questions
to
is for
dive deep
psychopaths and
into
serial killers.
Send it to.
depression.
Hey, sis, send it
The
to me.
questions was
I'ma
for
send it
serial
to you.
killers and
I got
psychopaths.
y'all.
Like the shit that they was asking, I'm like,
Yeah, I
what?
was like, what the fuck? I don't know. I don't care. Just click disagree. I
I
don't
had a little bit. I had a little bit of
in real
everything.
life.
Some of it kind of shocked me because I was like, "Ain't no way." But then when I
Yeah.
dove deep, I was like, "Yeah, it's just it's way, it's
Yeah,
way."
I feel that. Riz says she took it too. I'm live too with you running as well. I have others listening in. Okay, Riz, thank you. Appreciate the support
Yes,
all the time. For sure, for sure. So how y'all feel about y'all agree with Chris? How y'all feel about that?
I I I can say I agree. I can't say I can relate from his standpoint, but
Uh-huh.
I do agree with what he's saying. Not being sociable can hinder you in ways, especially since he has a business now. You feel me? So
Right.
like, so I get that it can hinder you, even though you focused on growing your business and doing what you got to do, but not being sociable can kind of take you down the wrong path or be in the pitfall in a sense. So yeah, I could say I agree.
I feel that. China.
I feel like yeah, I agree to a certain extent. I feel like sometimes you have
Okay,
to
what's
pull.
the certain extent? Because we ain't gonna run past it like you didn't say
I
certain
w-
extent.
where I was about to get there.
Oh, okay, okay. Let's go.
I said, I do agree with it to a certain extent. I feel like sometimes you do have to pull back from the social life in order to focus more on self-awareness to grow. And sometimes you have to put yourself out there into the social life in order to grow in the areas, if you're trying to focus on your business, social yourself around people that's in the same area as you in that same field of work.
Mhm.
Sometimes you have to direct the path of your social life that you're trying to grow into. That helps you build it, building your personality. Sometimes you just separate the people that ain't going in the same direction that you're trying to go grow in.
I feel that. I agree with that. So just being aware of who for you and who not for you, basically, while you taking the
Correct.
journey that you're taking.
Right.
I see that. Nunu, how you feel about the way Chris answered that question? You agree? How you feeling? Nope. Y'all hear her, or it's just me?
No, I don't hear.
Nah.
Okay, we'll move on. All right, China. In what ways does our self awareness influence our ability to understand and manage our emotions?
I feel like with when you have self-awareness, when it comes to your emotions, you already know where you'll go and how far you'll allow yourself to go to get to that point. So I
Mhm.
feel like if you feel like you're getting to the point where there's no control by you knowing who you are, you know how to just leave the situation alone altogether so you won't get let it get to that level.
I feel that. Now let me ask you this. Um, how might it also lead to self-judgment or self-criticism? So how can that self-awareness not only help us manage our emotions, but how can it also lead to self-judgment or self-criticism?
I feel like when it comes to self-awareness, we sometimes we are our biggest critics. We
Hmm.
can judge ourselves too harshly. It might be something that we see on our bodies that we don't like, and nobody knows it's there. But because
Hmm.
I know it's there, it irritates the hell out of me. You see what I'm saying? So just
Yeah.
because you see it and you know it's there, or because it's something that you feel like it's something you need to work on, you judge yourself, or it's something that you did in the past that you're trying to get over and you're just beating yourself down and you judging yourself on it. We have to learn how to kind of like forgive yourself to
Hmm.
move past, being your own worstest enemy.
I feel that. So now, can y'all see how righteous to a fault can play into the same sentence?
No,
You still don't see it after everything you just said. You still don't see that.
absolutely not.
That's crazy. Okay, well we'll keep going. I mean, Jarrell, how you feel about that?
I
How you
don't
feel
agree.
about what she
I
said?
do not agree. And
See,
I
you
say that
always want to
because
fight with me,
no,
Jarrell.
no,
Why?
no,
Why
no,
is that?
no. It ain't even that. You know, we two peas in a pod in the same boat with the same paddle. You feel me? I got you. I got you. But look, check it out. It's not. I don't agree in a bad way. I don't agree in a good way to an extent.
Okay.
So, she said when you self aware, you're more in control of your emotions, right?
Right.
Just because you're self aware, I do not agree with you that you're more in control of your emotions because you really don't know how far you'll go until you're in a situation, especially a situation you ain't never been in
Well,
before.
yes, you do.
You don't know how far you'll go.
Because it's always like mental always say it's always a choice. You think it before you do it.
But you
So
again, you don't
you're
know how
gonna
far
do it
you'll
before
go.
you do it.
Okay,
I don't know. I
I'm
don't
gonna give
agree
you a
only
perfect example.
because I'll tell a person quick, like, you cross me the wrong way, don't put nothing past me. And I mean nothing. So I do know that I'm very aware that if
But you
pushed,
just said you're aware.
yeah. He
So
said
you
that
know
you
how far you'll go. You know
yeah,
that if a
that's what I'm
person
saying. I don't
crosses
agree
you,
with him. Like I
oh, you don't
think,
agree with him.
yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I don't agree with you either.
Hey,
Because it's all about knowing yourself.
even if you know yourself, even if you know yourself,
If you know yourself,
situations
you
can
know
change
what
you.
you'll do.
Situations can change you.
Situations surely can change a person.
So how can you say
Give
you know yourself? If a
Well,
situation can
but
change you,
that's
but
me
she
leaving
you know
that
said
wide
yourself.
open. Like shit, don't put nothing past me. So
so
depending on
so
how
the
hard you
thing
push me, ain't no
is
telling what you may get.
So,
right.
but you
But
know
you
that you can be pushed past a certain point.
Absolutely, I know I can be pushed past my limit. If it got
so
anything to
you
do with my
feel
daughter or
so
something,
you're
like
feeling
yeah,
yourself getting to that level. So why allow yourself to get to that level? Why not remove yourself from the situation?
You
some
don't
stuff you
know what
can't be
situation
removed
you'll be
from.
in.
Now that's what I'm
So
gonna agree with
so
you
you're
on,
telling
Jarrell.
me that you don't have self-control.
Over what situation I'm gonna be in? No, not fully.
No, when you
I
get
can't
pushed in
say
that
I can't
situation,
say
you
that
don't
I'm
have
gonna
self
practice self
control over how the
control.
event play out.
It
I'm not
depends
gonna
on
say
what
I'm gonna
situation
I,
practice
you in.
self
you know
control
what?
if
You
my
know how
daughter is
you can
fucked up.
tell. You know how you can tell when you know, like if you can identify that you can go too far or get to a point, then you can control it. And I'm just gonna say this just from my
Exactly.
own personal experience. I done seen the toughest of the toughest nigga in the streets go to jail, right? And all of that tough shit that you do in the streets, when you go to jail and the police and the white folks tell you to get in that cell, that shit disappear.
I
So
was
I
just
know you can
I'm
regulate that
I'm
shit.
so glad you said that because that's the example I was gonna bring up. I got locked up twice, and everything that you think, oh yeah, I'm in control of this. Nope, nope. That shit is different. Like that shit is completely different. I went in
But
jail
you
long,
still have
but that's
control over your actions.
No,
You
I'm
see,
saying you have control. That's what I'm saying. You got control over what you do and how you react to shit. It's on you to sit there and react either a negatively way or a positive. You can control that shit because I'm telling you, I didn't seen it. I didn't seen it with my own eyes, just from my own personal young experience. You know what I'm saying?
I
I feel
agree.
you.
I agree 100%, child.
Tomato, tomato, potato,
But I
potato.
don't know. And
But
you,
see,
I'm
here's the
thinking from
problem
an
though.
impulsive standpoint
Here,
too,
no, no,
though.
no.
Like
But see, here's the
everybody
problem
don't
though.
think that shit all the way out either.
They
Everybody's so
don't.
everybody's
We
so
only
stuck
get to a
on
certain level.
everybody's so stuck on. I know you can control this. I know you can control that, and then still let dumb shit happen. Make it
Self
make sense.
righteous to a
Of
fault.
course, you're gonna let dumb shit
So
happen because you're human.
so
Oh no, not just because you're human.
No, no. You in
You're
Ooh,
gonna
control.
allow
Fuck
you
that human shit. You in
you
control.
just said
Fuck
you in
what you
control.
talking
You
about.
just said that.
I
hey,
control
you
this
listen,
know
shit.
when you know. But what I'm saying is, you
players
said
fuck
I'm
up
not.
too, man.
What I'm
I
Players
feel
fuck
saying
up.
that.
is,
I agree.
What I'm
Players fuck
saying
up,
is,
man.
And that's where
you
I'm at
know
with
what
it. Players
you
fuck up
know
too.
what you
I'll do
doing,
right next
but
time.
you gonna
And
allow
listen,
you just
you
cause
didn't fuck
cause
somebody
you
you
know
know you
how to
shouldn't have fucked
control it,
before,
don't
ain't
mean
you?
you want to control it at that time. You still know
Absolutely.
what the hell you doing.
Like you
Ain't you
said,
done
Period.
fucked somebody you ain't supposed to fuck before?
like you said, players fuck
Yeah.
up, right?
You done
Yeah.
fucked up before.
No,
Hey,
no, no,
players
no, no.
fuck up.
And this
100% players fuck, and that's why I do not believe that them emotions just go away. You just cancel them out because I'm aware of me. I don't know.
Nobody
Yeah, I
said
know
the
but
common
I
sense
emotions
been
go
can't
went out the
No,
window
the
a
say
away.
few
emotion ain't
times
going
too.
nowhere.
Nobody said
No.
emotions go away. We are saying you know how to control those
Or
emotions. You're
balance
supposed
them
to have
out.
a lot how to control, self discipline.
Nope.
mm,
I think it's that word
For me,
control.
that came with
Balance them
growth
out.
because I can't
It
say that I've always
does.
practiced self control. That's actually been my problem majority of my life. It wasn't no control. Like I did whatever the fuck came to my damn man. That for me,
Yeah,
it came with
me
growth.
too. I tried to run my baby daddy over with a car one time. I don't have no damn self control.
Oh Lord.
Emotions play one of the biggest parts of your life.
they
Oh
do.
Lord.
And I think if you don't know how to control them, that's what you're. This week I asked people, I said, give me 5 things that I can change about myself because I am self righteous to a fault. You can't tell me shit about me, and I mean that shit. Unless
I
you know me
and
know.
from
and
St. Paul.
and and you want to know one of the main reasons why a lot of people can't control their emotions, because a
Why?
lot of people are parents. A lot of people are parents, and
Shit, what that mean?
What you
nobody no
mean?
But
nobody
I feel
likes.
like that's when I had the worst self
That's when
control
I
when I
have the
before
most
I was a parent.
control. That's
No,
when I grew
nah,
up the
nah,
most.
nah, 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 no, no, no. A lot of people are parents. You're a parent, so most parent conversations, people don't like that. They
What
don't
do
like
you
the parent
mean?
conversation. They don't
What
like the
you
parent
talking about?
conversations, and they get out of body. They get defensive. They get this and they get that. It's like, all right, cool.
You
You got
triggered,
self control though,
but you don't got self control
No.
because we be
Bring me some
triggered.
watermelon, baby.
100%, 100%.
So so you
Once
knowing
you
your
triggered, you let your
triggers, so
emotions
so you
go.
knowing your triggers is not like a safe gate for you.
Even though I know my triggers,
Because I've
but
seen
my
people
but
know triggers
my
before,
triggers
and
my triggers
they'll
can still
know
be
how they
pushed.
triggered there. Exactly. They'll know
The trigger can
exactly
still be
all
But
of that
pushed.
shit and
I
still
see
allow
how y'all
themselves to
saying
get
it though.
pushed by different people. Still allow themselves to go do different things.
I
Like I
see
know
how
you
y'all
triggering
saying
me.
it.
I think
I
this
know
guy
who
he
I
told
am, and
me,
I still allow my
he
triggers to
said
get the
my
best of
thing
me
is
sometimes.
when it comes to me, he think that my I don't give a fuck nature is a defense mechanism. And I told him, I was like,
I
it
can agree
definitely
with that
used
to
to
a
be.
certain
Nunu
extent.
agreed with him. And so to me, it's one of those things that like, okay, you see me at a point in my life. The only reason I say it was a defense mechanism is because I never took the time.
Damn, how the
Damn.
host leaves.
Damn, she just
Hey, she did say just keep rolling though.
Hmm.
She must have knew the end was coming or something.
But that's
Not the end
that's
was
why
coming.
I don't agree, because all it takes is one person to pay attention to you, and
they know your flaws.
they're gonna bring them triggers up some way somehow. So to say you have full control because you know yourself, you're self aware. No,
No, it's
nope.
not saying that we have full
Man,
control. We're saying you should know how to control yourself when you know how far you're going to that level, and you do.
You can know how
But
all day
see,
long,
but
but it
see,
don't matter.
this is why I'm on the fence because, like I said, when it comes to my daughter, like let's just say, and I'm just thinking of something that would trigger the shit out of me where I would not have no self control. If I get a call saying that a teacher at my daughter's school then put their hands
Right.
on her and cause
Hopefully
bodily
everything
harm,
get back up and running.
I can't make no guarantee that I'm gonna practice self control by the time I make it to that school.
Okay, so let me ask you a
I'm not even
question.
fully aware of what
but
I'm gonna be
but
Let me
capable of
ask
when
you
I
a
get there.
but if
question.
it was a police officer
Would it
standing
be
right there,
the
would you have to even make that decision?
right?
You wouldn't
Absolutely,
have to
because
make that
what you gonna
decision
do?
because you already know you're gonna fly straight. Right.
And then not only that, why would you do it the ignorant way instead of doing it the smart way where you could put money in your pocket?
Because in that moment,
See?
like I said, I can't don't put nothing past me when you cross me. Like in that moment, I'm not thinking about no law. I'm not thinking about doing nothing right. And this I'm speaking as a person who did not practice self-control up until literally I got into my 30s. I
Yeah,
don't give a
me
fuck about no
too.
law. I don't give a fuck about no what's right.
That's
You
how I
put your
winded up
hands
in
on my
prison.
daughter. I'm the only person
Yep.
in life that can do that. So
Mhm.
therefore, have I deal with that shit? It's how I deal with that shit. And I always been 10 toes down or behind whatever consequences come behind something for the simple fact. I know if I beat this bitch ass, I know I'm going to jail. I know I
But
am.
what
But
what disservice
I'm
are you
not thinking
doing
about
for your
nothing else. You put your
child?
hands on my daughter.
What
Hey, I respect
disservice?
you. I respect you for your thoughts, but that's exactly the attitude that landed me in prison. You feel
No,
me?
and I get that. It landed me in jail a few times. That's why when I say I ain't have no self control, I didn't have no self control.
I'm not gonna tell my
But
business on
something like that,
podcast.
I don't know. Don't put nothing past me. Don't put nothing
Chris,
past me.
I'm gonna give you an example, and I know for a fact you a guy, so we 1 and 2. You feel me? You got
I
a
don't
wife,
know
right? No,
nowadays,
no, no,
bro.
check,
I
no, no,
don't
no, no,
know.
no. Check it out. So let's say your wife, y'all been married. It don't matter how long y'all been married. Y'all been married, right?
All right.
You walk in and she get bent over. How much self control you think you gonna have? Honestly speaking,
Listen, and I'm gonna tell you this: that shit gonna
that's
hurt
tough.
like a motherfucker.
That's tough, bro.
Listen. It's gonna hurt like a motherfucker. And I can say this because I've been cheated on and it hurt it. But listen, at the same
But did
time,
you see it?
no, I didn't see it. But
Seeing
listen,
it,
That's what
seeing it,
he's
seeing
saying.
it a whole different ball
I'm
game.
finna tell you right. I'm finna tell you. Me seeing it is gonna have the same effect as me hearing about it.
That's true.
It's gonna be the same effect.
I don't know.
Nah,
It's
it
Listen,
be different.
because you know why? Because you know
It
why?
hit different
Because
when you see
because
it.
for me, I know where I've been at. I know myself as far as nigga. I know what I'm worth. I know what I bring to the table to any relationship or anything. So baby, you lost me.
It's a
I ain't losing
privilege to
you.
be with me, nigga.
You know what I'm saying?
But
This a
that's the
motherfucking privilege on this
all-knowing
motherfucking
self.
ship. This ain't no motherfucking everybody can ride this motherfucker. So baby, that's on you.
I feel that.
You feel me? So I hell yeah, it's gonna hurt. That shit gonna hurt like a motherfucker. But I'd rather you
man.
goddamn get the fuck out of my face than me spaz off and now I didn't caught a murder on both of y'all.
And what is it worse? Your
You know what
life
I'm saying? And I blow
behind
everything I
bars?
got going. Nah, baby. I'm a
But
last.
that came with growth though, right? Asking that
It
question 10 years
definitely
ago.
came with growth. It definitely came with growth. It
Exactly.
definitely came with growth. It definitely.
So,
Yeah.
Jarrell, let me ask you, how does self-awareness impact our decision-making process?
Um, I'm gonna say it for one word. I'm a leader.
Hmm.
I ain't doing shit that I don't want to do. And I don't think it's me being self-aware. It may be me being self-aware, but I just ain't gonna do shit I don't want to do. If I don't want to do it, I ain't gonna do it. If I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. That's what it is for me. I don't believe in being no follower. I get this. I understand why people are followers. Fine, ain't nothing wrong with that. You gotta have
Help
followers. You
me
gotta have leaders in the
understand, because
world.
I'll never understand that.
I understand, but to me to allow myself to be that way, just couldn't do it.
So
I
Okay.
I get it too. I get it.
so
I get what she was saying.
so do I your self-awareness, it plays a big part in what you allow in your life, what you allow to go on, what you allow for you to do, what you allow for you to say. That's why when people always say, because I'm a strong believer in most of this stuff I hold in. Most of my problems I hold them in. I don't talk to everybody about this and that, and I keep my shit to myself. Because for me, I'm gonna say it for what? Even if I say it, what you gonna do? Nothing. What you gonna hunt me with? Nothing. You gonna say, oh, it'll be okay, or with this or that, and I'm good.
So
I
you
know
can't
what
take
I
so you
know.
can't take nobody advice, but you rather hold all that shit inside
I'm perfectly
to
fine with it.
to
And the first thing people
self
say is,
destruct in the end.
people say you're gonna self destruct, or people say you're gonna blow up. It's gonna all come out. It only all comes
Eventually,
out. It only all comes out if I choose for it to. If I don't let it come out, then it ain't gonna come out.
You don't think things
But you
have a
just
way of
said you don't
seeping
got
out
control
without
over
you
that
one
stuff
if
though.
you
No, not if I don't let it. No.
But
what you say, Chris?
you said if I don't let it, but you just get you let it. That means you got control over it.
No, no. If I let it, I don't have control over it. But I have control over what I do and don't do, as far as
Do
what I'm gonna let out.
okay, so
exactly.
we just that's what the whole thing was. Do you have control over yourself?
No. But Des asked a question about that, and she threw in emotions as well. That's what I was saying. Emotions can make you do things as well. Des also threw in emotion. That's the part that
I'm
Yeah,
a
I said,
everybody
in
only
what
spoke
ways
on
does our
the
self
self
awareness
control.
influence our ability to understand and manage our emotions?
Yes, that's a difference. And what she's
That's
asking
the
me,
question I
she's
asked.
asking me just blatantly, just hey, what's your self awareness? It's what you do and ain't gonna do. What you deal with ain't gonna deal with. That's just
Well,
self aware.
I'm asking, how does your self awareness impact your decision making process?
It only impacts you if you let it. If you allow it to let you impact your decisions, that's on you. That's
That's
But
your
I think
choice.
if you self aware, you're gonna forever be impacted. Your self awareness gonna. I'll give you an example. Me and Nunu, when I was dealing with this nigga, and I'm aware. I'm very aware. You hear me?
We
And
know.
so and whatever he doing, I'm like, okay, cool, I see you, bruh. And I'm gonna put you where you supposed to be. And Nunu kept telling me, like, but you know you deserve better than that. You know you deserve more than that. When does it kick in that you need more? And I'm like, I don't really care about that shit. We know what it is. We fucking we good. So like, why I'm gonna sit here and push it? I ain't trying to be your bitch. You see what I'm saying? So where am I? I'm aware. And in a moment, she's like, dude, you don't understand how stupid this make you look. And I had to tell her, like, bitch, let me look stupid then.
You really should
Because
have
I
heard
was
the
that
motherfucker say to
aware.
me.
Like, that's how aware I am. It always plays a part in my decision making process because I am aware. Now I'm
So does
asking
that
myself,
dim your self worth?
huh?
Are you dimming your self worth because you know you making yourself look stupid?
That's what Nunu had to bring me around to the conclusion of. And I was sitting there and telling her, like, I don't think it impacts any of that because it just is what it is. The people you deal with gonna be the people you deal with. How the next person treats you is all gonna be about how you allow them
Allow
to
them to
treat
treat
you.
you.
We
Yep.
had we were already there. We was already being treated. You don't want to change. That's what she was basically asking. You don't want to change. You don't want to do something different. You don't want to think more of yourself. You don't want something that's simply just yours. And I'm like, in my mind right now, no, I'm good. Fuck these niggas. Let's just get a nut off and move the fuck
And
on.
that's
Cause
because that's where you at in your life.
all the time I've been there,
Right.
like, we fucking, you giving me I mean, we doing what we doing and we getting the fuck on. Building connections with these people be a little for me because I am that aware. If I don't feel the connection, it's more of a, oh yeah, you forever gonna be friend zoned in the first place. Show me. Show enough prove. We can talk about apologies all day long, but like, and this is where I say I'm self-righteous to a fault. Because it's kind of like, nah, I do see this shit. I am self-aware. I see it. And so like to me, it's a thing that can hinder me because I'm unwilling to be open to other people's perception. Do you
That's
understand?
true. That's true.
And that's how we play into self-righteousness to a fault. Because we so aware of us when other people come to us and they say, hey, listen, I see boop, boop, boop. We're like, that ain't what you seeing. I don't even know. And we get defensive. And now I'm trying to shut you down. And it's a defensive thing because I felt misunderstood. Oh no, you ain't understanding where I'm coming from. Oh no, baby, I'm clearly aware of this. Oh, but you look stupid. Okay, that's your opinion. Let me look stupid to you. And that's where I was in that moment. Like real shit. So I do understand, like,
But do
I
you think
want
that's
you to
righteous
understand,
to a
like,
fault
if
though?
when you aware, it's gonna always play on you. Even and if you really, really aware, if a person come to you and they show you're gonna understand it. They saying, you know you don't deserve this, you know you don't deserve to be treated like this. Why you allowing this shit? Shit, it's the easiest thing to do right now. Fuck else I'm gonna do. Go get pissed on in the dating pool? No, I might as well just fuck on them and let them be in the background. It's okay. Don't worry. Like I'm good. So let me ask you, Nunu, she gone again?
Yeah.
I bet. So let me ask somebody else. Any one of y'all can answer. I don't care who. Whoever wants to. Um, what risk might arise from being overly confident in our self-perception? I feel like I just talked about that though.
Yeah.
Overly confident in your self perception.
Do you
What
feel
risk
like you're
might
overly
arise?
confident and not giving a fuck?
Huh?
You feel like you overly confident and not giving a fuck. That's what I feel
Absolutely.
like.
And I am. But
Exactly.
the difference between me not giving a fuck back then was I wasn't taking all of me into account. The reason I
Hmm.
say I don't give a fuck right now and it's not a defense mechanism is because I take all of me into account. I'm
Okay.
looking at when I say I don't give a fuck, okay, I see Jarrell. Jarrell, he out there, he wanna go and cheat, he wanna go and be with other bitches, he wanna disrespect me, he wanna call me out my name and shit. Like nigga, I see you. So to me, it's a thing of I can't change you. Now, people who stick around thinking that they can change a man, that's another story. I see you. I can't change you. I can't give a fuck about your behavior. What I can give a fuck about is how I'm responding to your behavior.
Gotcha.
And that's what I mean when I
I
say I
agree.
don't give a fuck.
I agree 100%.
I feel like being only overconfident and or not giving a fuck, it's not always a bad thing. The only time it could really be a bad thing is if somebody trying to
Use
tell
it
you something
as a
that
defense mechanism.
no, it's only bad when somebody tries to tell you what they see and you don't want to adhere to it. You don't want to listen to it
A
or
defense
learn from it.
mechanism.
Yeah.
It's a
So it's
defense
like
mechanism.
other than that, I don't feel like overconfidence is too bad, honestly speaking.
Well,
Chris, what you think?
I,
What
I
risk might
see
arise from being overly confident in our self-perception?
I agree with my brother here. That man, you better be confident. You better if you ain't confident in yourself, who is gonna be? But
Man,
I feel that.
I see where it could be an issue if you was laying on the couch and you was damn overly confident for being a couch potato, or you uh just being an abrasive person to other people, and you are not open for somebody to tell you where you can be held accountable at. You know what I mean? Some people get this flare about them that nobody can tell them shit and they can't hear shit because they got this cocky. I'm the
Cocky,
you
yes.
know what I mean? And that shit is a turn off. Like, especially when I see it in women, that shit is a fucking turn off to me. You know what I mean? But
man,
I want you to pop your shit though, cause if you don't think you fly, or you who you are, then shit, I definitely ain't gonna believe it. You know what I'm saying? I got to believe it coming from you, but it can come a hindrance where you know you just
I agree with that.
give it sending out bad energy. You feel me?
I see. I feel like okay. So when you said when it comes to women, I feel like a lot of men get it mixed construed when they approach an alpha woman and she has to be that alpha woman.
No,
what
hold
the
on, hold
hell's
on,
an
hold on,
alpha
hold on, hold
woman?
on. There's a difference in what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. I love alpha women. That's the only women that I even approach. What I'm saying is these mean girls for no motherfucking reason,
Yeah,
girls.
Mean Girls is trending
Nasty
now for
Okay.
some
motherfuckers.
Okay.
reason.
Just
So that's
nasty.
different.
Just nasty for no fucking reason. Like, get your ass out of here. That's what I'm talking about.
That ain't
Oh,
I ain't talking
okay.
overconfidence.
about
That's
alpha.
Man,
just a mean
no,
girl.
no, I'm gonna tell you some funny shit. And to this day, I kind of regret not doing the opposite, right?
Y'all
But
should
I'm but
turn
I'm
that
I'm
floor.
I'm a pretty
Y'all
decent
loud.
dude. So I'm at this gas station, right? And I walk inside, and it's a chick in front of me or whatnot, and she looked nice. I ain't gonna lie, she nice body, everything, whatnot. And the guy standing behind her, and she got gas or whatever, whatnot. Walked out. As she walking out, I seen that she dropped her motherfucking wallet. So walking out behind her, I pick it up. Hey, excuse me. Hey, excuse me. See, You driving an Impala? I got a Jaguar. Like, fuck you gonna do with me?
That's what
In
I'm
my
talking about.
in my head,
Yeah,
in
that
my
shit.
head,
That
I
shit.
I started to say, you know what? You
Bitch.
got it, and just legit walk away with her motherfucking wallet. Like, but I gave her a wallet back. She opened it up. I said, "It's all in there." She said, "My $800 better be in there." In my head,
Wow.
I'm like, "Oh, I should have came up. I should have
You
came up."
feel
Fuck
me?
it.
Wow.
But
Cause it's
that's
That's
a
what
like,
I'm
bitch
talking.
that's self
That's
righteous
who I
to
was
a
just
fault.
talking about.
She's self
yeah,
righteous to a fault. You
That's
don't
not
agree?
That's
self
who I was
righteous
just
to
talking
a
about.
fault.
Nah. I
That
don't
ain't
think
self
that ain't got
righteous
shit
to
to
a
do
Yes,
with
fault.
that.
it is. That
That ain't got
bitch
shit to
think
do
That's
with righteous.
cocky
she
and
thought
That
he
ain't
was
got
nasty.
shit
trying.
to do with
She
righteous.
thought
That's
that
That's
nigga
that's
was
that's some
trying to
nothing
holler
bullshit.
about
at her.
being self
She thought he
righteous.
Nah,
was trying to holler at her. He was simply trying to give
nah, that
her
ain't self
her
righteous
shit
then,
back.
sis.
That's being
That ain't self
ignorant. You
righteous,
don't
sis.
have that's her character is nasty. That's
Yeah,
totally
She was
different.
being
she just got
self-righteous. She
sour
think
That
Ewok.
ain't
That's
everybody's
shit
all.
trying to
about that
holler at her.
self-righteous.
Nah, that
Ain't
ain't self
shit
She
righteous.
about
thinks
that self-righteous
everybody
to a
trying to
fault.
holler at her.
Nah, that ain't self
If
righteous
you
though, sis.
sitting there and your perception is, oh, he trying to holler at me, bitch, every nigga don't want you.
man,
That's not self
And
righteous
that's
though.
self-righteousness. That is what self-righteousness is. You put yourself now, Nunu, before you turn that camera off and can't hear me again, let me ask you. Because I
People
done asked you
steady
like
calling me.
three
I'm like,
questions and you
leave
ain't
me
been nowhere to be
alone.
found, bitch. I don't know what the fuck going on.
First it was nine, and then also just come like, leave me alone. I'm on Desiree podcast.
Oh yeah, I'm like, I don't know. This bitch can't hear me. Where she go? Where she
Girl,
at?
people steady calling this line. I need to start doing it on my other phone. My bad.
Absolutely.
I turn your
Is there a fine
notifications off.
line between being self-assured and being closed-minded?
Is it a fine line between it? You said
Between being self-assured and being closed-minded.
self-assured and closed-minded. I don't even see how them. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all don't see how those
Self-assured.
correlate? Y'all different to
Uh-uh.
me. Well, go ahead.
it's
So
definitely a fine line.
self-assured.
It's definitely.
Self-assured is like, in my opinion, self-awareness, knowing where you stand at. And then what was the other
Oh,
one?
Closed-minded.
go ahead and use this door.
Closed-minded mean you don't be trying to receive shit. So I don't see how it
Yeah,
correlates.
okay.
How you don't see how that correlate? If I'm self-assured and you trying to tell me something and I'm not taking it, I'm closed-minded. Because I can't
Right.
see your perception.
Yes.
Right. But what do one got to
Okay.
do with the other? That's just a situation.
It's asking if there's a fine line between the two. It ain't asking what one got to do with
I
the
don't even
other.
see why they on the opposite ends of the fence.
I don't me either. I'm like, what's going on?
Girl,
So
I'm not
you
trying trying to hear from you. You didn't even understand what self-righteous to a fault meant. I ain't trying to hear that shit.
Well, nobody did. Apparently, we all had to Google the shit.
Okay,
No,
because I was
I
gonna
said
Google
you
like a
didn't
motherfucker when she was
understand how
asking.
they could be used in the same sentence.
Not until we started
The way you just
talking about
presented
it.
it, I can see, but I don't see how I don't see how those would be compared against each other. I guess.
If you could see how they can be presented and you understand that way, then you could see how they can be compared, I would
I
say.
can't see how they could be compared because what you just mentioned was a situation.
Mr.
If I'm open,
Accountability, can you help her understand a little more? Or Chris? Anybody?
Go ahead, Chris.
Because her and China see the same way. Y'all see the same way too?
I'm
So
tagging you in, big dog.
so me personally, I see him at that's definitely a thin line between the two. I mean, it's paper thin. You know what I'm saying? You can damn near see through it, but I can see where there's a thin line between the two.
Can you
But
give her like an
how?
example? Can you
How?
explain it more so she can grasp it?
I put like this. Too much self assuredness stunts your growth
I
in
agree
a
with
lot
that.
of ways. I have a
Hmm.
friend that I've been playing football with for years. He's been the same player that he was when he was younger as he is now because he don't want to hear anything.
Hmm.
He's too self assured of himself. He felt like, oh no, that's stupid. That's stupid. I'm doing my way. I know it's gonna work. I know that's gonna work. So that's what I'm gonna do. You don't want to hear anything. Too much self assuredness can put you in a real bad spot because you'll never grow.
oh,
Hmm.
self assuredness and basically closed mindedness. Okay, that makes sense.
I
Okay.
Yeah,
think I think they're two different things.
We're not saying they're the same thing. We saying it's a thin line between self-assuredness and being closed-minded.
because I could be so assured that where I think I just know every goddamn thing, and I ain't trying to hear shit you trying to tell
Okay,
me.
now
Y'all
that
ain't
y'all
never
say it like
ran
that,
into
I get it
nobody
now.
like that.
But
I've
that will
been that
Absolutely.
be
person.
What?
I've been
that will
that person.
be self-righteous to a fault.
Absolutely. That's what we're
Wouldn't
talking
that
about.
so
Self-assuredness
that
and
those two, but
closed-mindedness leads to
closed-minded
being
mean
self.
I just don't want to be open to anything.
Exactly. And that's how you
But
become self-righteous
self-assuredness
to a
means,
fault.
yeah, I'm sure this, but but you're open to new ideas or new things. Closed-minded is you just ain't trying to hear the shit at all.
So you got
Everything
to
before
have
was bullshit.
self-assuredness with balance.
Everything before buddy is bullshit.
Okay.
Mm.
I agree with that. So, let me ask China, have you ever changed your mind about something after initially being certain? And what prompted the shift?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
huh,
What prompted the shift?
huh.
um, you know how you can be sure that this guy is like, or this person is like you first meet somebody, like say for instance, you're going on a date, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this person just checks off all the boxes. And then when they could say one thing and you be like, I'm done. That's it.
I feel
But
that.
how do you
And
check
it
off? How do you check off my
immediately
boxes if you don't know me?
becomes a turnoff. Say what?
How do you check off my boxes if you don't know me?
You're getting to know each other. I said we on a date, we're dating, and they say something that's complete turnoff.
Anybody can say anything.
That's
I
what I
say a
just
lot of shit.
you could say a lot of you could say okay, so why okay, so dating is getting to know a person. And that's the reason why we date, whether we want to deal with your ass or not. And if you say something that's a turn off and I ain't willing to deal with that turn off, then I'm gonna be like, I
You can
can't
say
deal with
You
it.
whatever,
said dating is to get to know a person.
but for me, actions
So
speak louder
why
than
is
When
that?
words.
you're
Why?
dating someone,
So why is there even a stipulation on where you can go then?
what do you mean?
When you
I'm sorry,
dating,
that's a
why is
whole
there a
nother subject. I'm
stipulation on
sorry.
where you could
Because
go that consider
if
next?
you're dating, you're trying to see where the next level is. Do we want a friend zone? Do we want to just, oh, he
Why you
seems
got a date to figure
interesting?
that out?
But
We could
we're
be
in the
friends
friend
and figure
zone
that shit
already,
out.
though. We're not
Everybody, you can't
nothing.
call
We're
everybody your damn
friends.
friend.
You call
But we,
Sometimes
everybody a date?
some
What the fuck is the difference?
nah,
sometimes
y'all, hell no. Everybody,
sometimes you take somebody on a date and you just dating. You're dating to see,
You're
oh
not
well,
dating.
he
You went on
cool
a date.
or he crazy than a motherfucker. Block. it's all type of shit.
Yeah, that's that shit be moving too fast. Nah, hell
That's how
no.
I feel. If
I
we
mean, I
start
don't
off
get
with,
me
and you
wrong.
know how I feel
This shit,
about this
man.
shit,
I done been
China.
on a date with a motherfucker knew they was crazy as hell after that first date. Like, I don't know, but I guess because that's a bad trait. I don't know.
I guess I talk to people before I go on dates with them. I
Was
talk
that
to
some
niggas. I
sexism
be
right
on.
there?
We
Definitely
be talk.
block, baby.
Let's
You
have
crazy?
this
Like she said, you
conversation.
That
I'm
was
crazy
trying
in
some
the
to see where your
motherfucker. I'm
sexism.
head
cool.
is. A nigga who keep bringing up sex, we not going out. Where you think we going? Bitch, you trying to fuck? I'm good. Like I'm just saying, like precursors before going on a date with a person is to have a conversation with a person, even see if the conversation is lining up in the first fucking place. Y'all be
True.
so quick to get on a date, and I'm like, date,
Cause I
date,
want to
date
take
ain't
some
shit.
pictures and post that shit.
But see, I think y'all taking it to another level. When I say
Yeah.
you're dating, y'all already done had the phone conversation. Y'all already done. It's always
True.
when you dating, you meeting that potential person.
I see
They're
people. I
gonna
guess
put
that's
on
my
their best
problem.
face.
That's
Don't
my
matter where
problem.
it's
I see
female
people
or
within
male.
5 minutes. We can have a conversation. I'm like, this nigga full of shit. And I could tell by the shit that they be saying. Like, I don't got time for this
Sometimes,
shit.
sometimes you can, cause some niggas don't give a fuck. They gonna show you everything. But
All the
if a
time.
nigga is
All
trying
the
to
time.
impress you, they gonna put on another face.
I don't, and that's
You know
what
how
you
to do
waiting
that.
out, the other face. What we sitting here giving ourselves for? If I told
You
you, if
know how
I
to
don't
do
feel
all
a
that.
connection, I'm not
Sis,
fucking with you.
we can come through all that shit you putting up. That shit don't mean shit.
You did what?
I said that shit don't mean shit. We can come through all that shit. That shit don't mean
Nah,
shit. If
you
we want you,
can't.
we gonna
I
get
I
you.
don't know. It's like this. I've been fooled. The first time I was fooled by a nigga was me saying, "This the last time I'm gonna be fooled by a nigga." And every other time after that, I willingly made myself the fool for every other nigga. You can only be a victim one time. Once I peeped you the first time, once I peep a pattern, I see all patterns. So the next time I'm talking to you, it's up there. Like, come on, I heard what you said. A nigga who always correcting me, a nigga who always want to be argumentative on the phone with me, a nigga who say insecure shit, got questions like, oh, you got a nigga, or you two this, or you two that, oh,
Mm.
when we gonna have sex,
What
your
if you
ass
don't do
looking
none of
good.
that
I'ma
though?
sit there, I'm instantly knowing like, nigga, you already showing me pieces of you
But
that
what
I'm
if he don't
already
do?
not
What
in
if he don't do
alignment with.
none of that? What if he don't
So
do none of that?
yeah, so if he questioning you, if he asking questions, that's a problem.
No, I don't think asking me questions is a problem. We can have a conversation.
Okay, so
And
if you
niggas,
having
and
a
this one thing
conversation, if
I'll
he
say,
saying if
ain't
you
been a
got
nigga that I
niggas,
done talked to, a nigga or a person that I done talked to who ain't showed me them in the first
Ooh,
10
let's
minutes of
get in
talking
this
to them.
shit then.
When we was
Okay.
sitting over there at your house and we was with the other lady, bitch, I told you, first night, I'm swear to God, bitch, I don't miss. I do not miss.
I'm
And
trying
I
to think what
asked
you're
her, I'm
talking
like,
about.
what you scared of? I don't miss.
You ain't know me the first 10 minutes you met me.
You said what?
You ain't know me the first 2 minutes you met me.
Who you?
Yeah, me.
Girl, get the fuck up out of here. Followed that ass right into the building. And bitch, look,
And
where we
that's
at
it, bitch.
6 years later. Fuck is you talking about, bitch? I don't give a fuck about none of that. I know authenticity when I see it.
You you
I know
can you
somebody.
can you can pick up a
She knew a
person's
real nigga when she said
vibes
one.
if you're in tune with yourself and your environment, and you can pick up somebody else's vibe. That's
And
just a
that's what I'm
point blank
saying. Ain't
in
no
it,
need to
period.
take no nigga on no date or
I,
let him take me on
I'm
a
not
date if I don't
taking no
pick up
nigga
on
on
it.
no date if it's the first date. It's just the bottom line.
Why?
We go. No,
Cause
no,
I'm
no,
not.
no, no, no,
Why?
no. We go.
Cause
No,
I'm
Oh
not.
shit.
Des. Next
Cause
question.
I'm
Let's go.
not.
Let's go. Next
Why?
Cause,
question.
cause I'm
Next
not.
question. No.
Why not?
Next
Well, we
question.
finna stay
Because
right here,
No.
I'm
Mr.
not.
Accountability. We
Why
finna
not though?
Because
No.
I'm old school and I'm traditional. I'm not taking no nigga on no
Man,
date.
well,
Des.
It's
Next
not a
hold
question.
on.
first date.
We be picking the choosing when we're gonna be old school, when we're gonna be new school,
No,
when we're gonna
I'm
be old.
always. I'm
Nah,
dead to tell you. I'm strictly old
nah.
school.
That don't mean you can't take them. My grandma took my granddaddy on dates.
I didn't say I was never gonna take him out on a date. I'm all for
Well,
taking him
kick it
out on a
off
date, but
then. No, why you can't kick it off?
I no. I'm not doing that
Why?
because I'm not.
Why?
I'm not gonna do that.
I can't even really answer that because I never have had to pay for the first date. I've never
I
been
ain't never
asked that
even.
Yeah,
before.
most
I ain't
niggas just
gonna
come out their
start.
I'm not
pocket like
saying
I
I'm
got
I
money.
saying
ain't
though,
gonna
because
start
I'm
nothing
saying though,
exactly
why
because I
you
told you
because you know why I'm gonna tell y'all why. I'm gonna tell all y'all women why.
why.
Get
Why?
this finger, he
Because
said, I'm gonna tell
I
y'all
know.
I'm
why.
Go
gonna tell all y'all right now
Checking the
why.
shit out of us. You see
Because
him?
we men have allowed y'all to get so complacent on y'all position, and y'all rightfully so supposed to be where y'all at. I'm not taking that from y'all, right? However, though, some of y'all have put yourself in the position where you feel like the show is about you. You know what I'm
Oh
saying? It's
no, we
only
ain't
about
talking
you.
about that. You going a different route. I
Okay,
just
all
said
right. I
I
just
wasn't
checking. I
taking a
just
nigga on
checking.
the first date, and that's just
So
point blank
I get what
period.
he's saying because this is where this we I like to always say we're
And if
in the
we even
city
say
girl
something
era.
about this, we gonna be called sassy. I don't even care if women call me sassy because I know who I am and I don't care what you talking about. But if we even question some
No,
bullshit that
but
y'all
I agree
say
with you because
do,
these women is following up behind the city girls and they dead ass wrong.
exactly,
They dead
exactly,
ass wrong. Like you
exactly.
can't meet a nigga and think, okay, nigga, it's on you now. You got to pay all these bills. You got to do
No, that's
this. You got to pay
Because
for
I'm
stupid.
gonna
that.
tell you, don't
But
That's
even don't
these
stupid.
ask
girls
me for
think they the
shit.
city girls, and the city
That's
girls dead ass wrong.
that's
That's
dumb.
righteous to a fault, thinking you're
That's
entitled because you're
nah,
a woman.
Listen, well,
that ain't
self
self
righteous to a fault
righteous.
must
That's
mean
ignorant
delusional.
and dumb.
Absolutely,
Period.
self righteousness can mean delusion because you're delusional. I say all the time that we are all playing a
Delusional
role
as
in somebody
fuck.
else's delusion, and we truly are.
Well,
Because
shit,
I
that's
know
all Google had to
Hey,
say.
hey,
I want to know what's
y'all just help my
sassy,
heart right
Chris.
now.
Mr. Christopher, what's sassy? You said
No,
we gonna
I'm
think
with
you
him though.
say
I'm
it's
with
sassy.
him
What's
because, like,
That's the name that women on the internet be calling men who actually call
when
them
they
on their
speak up and
bullshit.
say that women should have,
Oh,
I feel
oh,
like my
when
nephew
we be
says the same shit. Like,
when
women
they
always want to be wined and dined, but like, who taking care of that man? At what point is he
And it
gonna
ain't even
be?
about. It's about yeah, motherfucker. You don't even be appreciative. You know what I'm saying? You want a motherfucker to just whine and dine you just because. Like I don't give a fuck that you pretty or you got a fat ass. You know what I mean? The women out here got to be pretty with a fat ass. I
Okay,
don't
that can
gotta
be
do all
bought
that
these
shit for you,
days.
baby. You know what I'm saying? If I put myself in your space, it's cause I wanna be there, right? I
connection.
wanna be there, right? I don't have to fucking be there. You feel me? I don't need you for no place to stay. I don't need you for your car. I don't need you for no money. I don't need you for your credit. I don't need you to put no shit in your name. I don't need you for none of that. I need you for your caring, your enthusiasm. I need you for your emotional support. I need you for that coochie, for that top. I need you for that. I don't need you for nothing else. I can find that other shit somewhere else though.
that's a
You know what
lot.
I'm saying?
That's not a lie. That's really what
I'm
you
just
come with.
joking. I'm joking.
You know what I'm saying?
All
I
right,
want to
I'm
so
build
just
something with you.
joking.
I'm trying to help put some money in your pocket and our pocket before we even get to the fucking shit. We can do the fucking shit, and we already know once we start fucking, that shit gonna go into a whole nother way anyway. You feel me? And
That's true.
it
That's a
liable can
different
fuck it up
connection.
or it can make it better. You feel me? So
It
let's see
cloud
how we can get us a
having
bag first,
having
cause
sex is a connection that can cloud your judgment. That's why that
it,
should
it
be.
is. It can. I definitely want to beat your cheeks up though.
you feel me?
Period. But
We're
put some
gonna
money
get
in my
That's
there.
pocket first. I'm saying like,
I'm not one of them niggas gonna play
We're
no
gonna
games
get
with
there.
you.
It's like,
I'm not gonna
what
play
that
no
man
games with
said.
you and tell you that I don't want to fuck. I do want to
Cross
fuck.
that bridge.
I do.
Definitely gonna cross that bridge. What is you talking
Yeah.
about? I'm gonna
Hey,
let you
Chris
get
for
these cheeks.
president 2024.
No,
Okay.
I'm just saying I ain't finna play no games with you because I don't want you playing it with me. That's how real I'm
You
gonna be with
feel
you.
me?
Hey,
right,
don't play with
right.
me.
We
Yes,
But
I
all
want
but
to
you
here.
fuck.
gotta
We
I'm not
also
all
one of them niggas
here.
understand
that's gonna
too.
tell you,
The average,
nah,
a
babe, I
lot
just
of
want to
men
be
these
around
days
you and
ain't coming
hold
with
you and
that
shit.
energy.
Fuck
A
that.
lot of men ain't coming with
No,
that energy
no.
though.
When some men do come with that energy, you know what they get told?
We
They get
sassy.
women. No. Women get upset when they say it's not what you say, it's how you say it.
China.
All
Go
right,
ahead.
How?
China, you should feel
You
attacked.
see
all
how he
right.
always be
You
wanting to,
feel attacked?
you see how he always want to cover me on
China.
Why
every
you feel
night,
attacked though with me being honest with you?
every Sunday.
A
That
lot of
rally.
a lot of women feel attacked when you
From
when
honesty?
yes.
Yeah, because you ain't saying it in
Not
a
No,
way
me.
that's soothing to them. It's not about
Man, fuck
honesty. It's
all that
about
shit,
how you
man.
say
Listen,
it.
man. Hey,
listen,
man. No.
listen.
You ain't finna tell me how to express myself.
If no, if a nigga say, "Bitch, you need to get off your ass and clean this motherfucking house up,"
I would never call you that.
who you talking to? I'm gonna cut you because you ain't
That's
talking to me
something
like
different
that.
though, baby. That's something
That's what I'm
different.
talking about. If you
But
said, "Babe,
why would you cut
you need
them
to
if
get
you're
up,
self aware?
clean the house," say what?
Why would you cut them if you're self aware?
Because who the fuck are you talking to?
No, but you self
Y'all
aware.
knew that nigga
No.
talk like that with your aware
I'm
ass. You
You
self-aware,
already
weird
self
as
but I'm
fuck,
aware.
finna
you
get
bitch. The
touched.
You
first
already
time
self
you called
aware.
him
So
a
you
motherfucking
good.
bitch. I
You
done seen niggas slap
Uh-uh.
bitches. I be
Nope.
thinking to myself, that ain't the first time he slapped that bitch. He done had to slap her before because he's too comfortable slapping that bitch right now.
exactly that part. But at the
So
end of the
back to
day,
you. Okay, control. Come on. Come through. Come China. Come tell us. Come.
listen, I said, you know how far you're willing to go. You do know that. You know that if you gonna cut a motherfucker, you can cut a motherfucker or
So
be the
then you
next
know you
nigga,
don't
and
got
you
no
know it's
self
in you.
control.
So if you feel yourself is getting to that level of out of control, why? Remove
That's not
yourself from
self
the
control.
situation.
That's not control.
You can control your emotions by removing yourself from the situation if you're
Yeah, but if
allowing.
you cutting somebody, that's not self control. You
But you
are.
know you finna get to that point, right? You feel it in you that you
But
better
he done
Nah,
beat this
already
bitch
called you a
ass.
bitch and called you
nah.
out
You
your
better
You
name.
beat
said
this
you finna
bitch
cut him.
ass. So
You
I'm
are you was
feeling
already finna
myself.
cut him.
So I'm gonna remove myself from beating your ass up out of this house. That's controlling my
You already you
emotions.
Said you
already
was
done
finna cut
finna
No,
him.
though.
you just say you finna cut him.
You
No
changed your
questions
answer.
asked.
I'm not here for that
No
shit.
questions
No,
asked. You
I'm
you finna cut
Finna
him.
saying,
finna
first of all,
cut that
that was a
nigga.
metaphor. Hold on, that was just saying. I'm not gonna. I don't cut people.
I don't know. I don't believe you
I
now.
don't
I
Man.
don't know.
fight.
Cause
You,
you know,
I don't
Mm.
I was
fight.
looking in
I
your
just
eyes. I
hit
don't
that
know
bitch
now.
where
Yeah,
her
like
mouth
she
on.
got zoomed into the
real
camera
Man,
and
low.
she
shit.
got
Like,
zoomed in on the
man,
camera
I'm
like
telling
Chris
you,
gang. Yo,
ain't
how
no
would you
way.
cut him?
Ain't no way.
She be cutting motherfuckers. Now
I don't cut nobody.
I wanna talk about the trap of
No
absolute
more.
rightness. Because when we cling too tightly to our own correctness, we risk becoming rigid and close-minded, like that girl you tried to talk to. Like China dating that nigga who done called her a bitch and now she wanna cut him. Like this, like bitches not taking like because of who we are, we cling to our self-righteousness. And that is what it is. We become so rigid that we become closed-minded. Because you can't tell me about me. It becomes hard for us to see other people's perceptions. No, you're wrong. This is what it is. So I want to ask you, do you prior how do you know that you're prioritizing being right being right over being understanding?
When you're not using no logic.
Compromising. You mean like compromising when you want to just be right all the time instead of compromising and understanding?
Yeah, just understanding because I don't believe in compromise, baby. But let's go
And
back
you're
to
wrong.
understanding.
And you're wrong.
Let's go back to understanding though.
Understanding and compromising, it goes. It's a fine line, as you would like to say.
I agree, and I don't touch that line.
You damn near touching it
I
if you
told you I'm righteous to a
understanding.
fault.
If you being
I understand me.
understanding.
I'm aware of me. I'm righteous to a fucking fault. I do not compromise. And when I say I don't compromise, I mean I don't compromise me. Ain't no nigga gonna come in and be like, "Oh my god, I don't like the fact that you're so bubbly." Oh my god, let me
So
try to calm it down.
you're saying that you don't compromise yourself
Me,
for
Me?
us. So you're saying you compromise certain situations. You'll compromise on handling different certain situations,
we'll
but you don't
compromise on
compromise
watching football or
yourself.
watching The Voice. We can
Okay, so that's
compromise on,
different. That's
and that's what I'm
different. I'm not
saying.
talking about
I
like
don't
That's
that.
just
compromise on
clarity.
me.
Okay, that's okay. I feel that. I
Oh
feel
yeah,
that.
I don't
Okay.
do none of
Yeah.
that. Either you take me or you don't.
Yeah, because at first
It's
I was
that.
like, I don't agree with you, friend.
Oh, you
We
don't got
ain't
to.
agreeing.
Baby,
I
I
You
told you
talking
know.
when
in,
this
you got
I
it.
started, I was
know.
self-righteous to a fault. You can't tell me shit about me. I warned y'all. I warned y'all before we walked up in this bitch.
Shit, that hurt.
What was the question again, Des?
It is, do you prioritize, how do you know you're prioritizing being right over understanding?
Mm. Um, I say when people, well, myself per se, if I feel like let's say me and China talking, right? And something that she said may have triggered me in a way that I know can cause an argument, I'd say, you know
Mhm.
what? Cool, you got it. We're gonna do it like this. I understand where you're coming from. We're gonna take baby steps to figure out how we gonna this, and that. People kind of just deal with shit at that point. They kind of just, you know what? I'm gonna just go the other way. I'm gonna just do this. I'm gonna just say forget it. I don't want to argue, so I'm gonna just understand where you're coming from. You don't gotta
Is that
understand me, so it's like I'm gonna just understand you.
I don't agree with you.
That's one-sided.
That is definitely one-sided.
Yeah, because just because I'm not trying to argue, that don't mean I agree with you at all. I'm not gonna argue. Man, that's
I
what
ain't
me
say
and
you
you just
gotta
had
agree
this
with you,
conversation.
but I'm not gonna argue with you.
But she's saying
No, you just
understanding.
said I'm just gonna agree with you.
So
I'm no, no. I said I'm understanding where you're coming from.
let me say I can I can know that I'm right, but I can also understand where you're coming from. And I'm gonna allow you to express your feelings, and we're gonna have a discussion, and we can agree to disagree.
You
But
don't
I
gotta have a
understand where
discussion
you're
about
coming
something
from.
you already disagree on. I disagree,
But
bitch. I heard you.
if me and him are if me and him are girl, this girl, you need to get out your
Am I
feelings
over there?
tonight.
That's where I'm at. She said,
I
"This
don't know
girl,
where the hell
where I'm at.
you up.
What you down for me?"
This girl. I'm gonna be like Christian, just point to the damn camera, okay?
Okay, Chris had this finger all up in that motherfucker. Y'all, I got
Like,
something to tell y'all.
listen.
Fuck that. Listen here.
But
Listen.
if me and J Real is having a disagreement, and I absolutely 100% know that I'm right on a certain situation, and he's emotional or he's passionate about whatever he feels, I'm gonna allow him to express his feelings, and I'm gonna understand where he's coming from as long as we both have that understanding. I can disagree with him all day long, but as long as we be cordial about that disagreement, handle it like adults, we can move on. But I'm still gonna know I'm right.
Let me
But see,
ask you,
but see,
How
China.
am I gonna
When was
don't
the
understand if
I
last
you
don't want you
time?
to
wrong though?
placate to my feelings though. I don't want you to
But
placate to.
she's saying like if you know you right, right? If that's what
If
you're
I know I'm
saying,
right, then that means I
No,
know he's wrong.
I'm
Yes.
If I know I'm
asking.
right, that means I
So
know he's wrong. So why
so
would
don't
How
I
do you
even
placate to
know you're
me.
play
but
into
if
that?
prioritizing
what if
being
he
right
don't know
over
he
gaining
wrong?
and understanding? How do you know you're prioritizing being right over gaining and understanding is what I'm asking.
Over
Uh,
gaining and understanding. Oh well,
Right.
shit.
You're not how do you know you want to be right opposed to oh I'm
because
not trying to hear what
you're
the fuck
not
you say.
hearing somebody else's perspective.
Right,
Exactly.
You're not
right.
you're not receiving what the other person is saying. You just trying to over talk and trying to be
That's what
overbearing with your
Jarrell was
perspective.
saying.
Okay, okay, I got you.
That's what he was saying. He
Yeah.
was answering
Because
the
I ain't gonna
question
let
in
you.
the
If I know
But
you
that's
wrong, I'm not
still
gonna
one
sit there and
sided. What
fucking play
Jarrell
with
was
you.
saying.
I'm not gonna play
He
with
just
you.
not
but he was
letting it
just
go.
what he's saying is basically I know I'm trying to be right when I'm sitting there arguing with a motherfucker. Any other time if I just understand what they saying, I'm okay, I get where you coming from and I'm done.
Right.
Oh yeah,
Taking
I
that
can
well
see
attachment
your
away
point of
from
view
yeah.
and it is what it is. I ain't no need to argue with you. You just I understand where the fuck you coming from. You telling me something. And I tell people all the time, you wanna answer prayers, shut the fuck up.
Man.
And I
Yeah, that's
mean
so true. That's so
silence
true.
gonna teach you everything you need to know. And it's a
Silence
thing
kill
about
everything.
being aware of where you are, where you're standing, being aware of all your moving pieces, so that when other people move outside of you, it don't bother you. These pieces still where they supposed to be. I understand that you don't like me and you think that I'm too cocky or you think that I'm too this or you think that I'm too blunt or you think that I'm not enough for you and that's okay. That's your opinion.
Mm.
I understand that. I'm okay with that. Now, what's left up to me is how I'm finna handle this, what I'm finna do. And we could sit there and we could choose to go back and forth about the shit. Or I could sit there and I could put you exactly where you belong, handle you accordingly, and move on with my motherfucking life because you just told me that this is what you about. And you want to apologize to me, the only way you can apologize to me is change behavior.
Mm.
So let me say this. Let me ask you this. Let me give you a different perspective then.
Okay.
What if everything they said was right?
From my perspective, from me,
From how they perceiving things. What if they was right? Okay, so
And you
hey,
not
scenario,
budging.
scenario. Hold on. So what if
okay,
he said, man, you too damn fucking cocky. What if he
okay.
was right and you are too fucking cocky.
But I mean, being aware of all my moving pieces, I would be able to perceive that. I can see how you could think
Oh,
that. That's where understanding come in. There, I can see that. I can see how. And let's think about it because let's think about how confidence flows. I've been around people, Narissa. Let's think about how your confidence flows. You intimidate motherfuckers just by walking in the motherfucking room. And people can just look at you and be like, that bitch, she too this, she too that, she this, do. And that's okay that you feel that way. You ain't taking the time to get to know me. You ain't taking the time to decipher me. Why am I give a fuck about what you feeling? And you
it's
might
not
be
okay
right.
for you to
Maybe
feel that
I
way
am
though.
cocky.
But it's not okay for you to feel that way. It's
It's
not
not
okay
okay
for
for
you
me
to
to
feel
feel
that.
what way.
You said it was okay for them to feel whatever way they felt about
And it is
somebody
Absolutely.
okay
else's
because what I'm
motherfucking
finna
no.
do
Hold
to
on.
That's a
change.
them
No,
problem.
no. So
Exactly.
you don't
That's
have
a
no
them
control
problem.
over that. Hold on. What
Don't
I'm
want
saying is you
none.
don't have no control over that. But that's not okay for you to feel that way. I've given you nothing for you to feel that way about.
They'll figure it
That's
out.
how
Technically,
hating
So
that. That's
why
how
am I
hating
stress
ass shit
myself
Exactly.
is get.
over some?
mm-mm.
You can't change a way
No,
a
no. I'm
person
not saying
gonna
you can
feel
change
about
it.
you.
I'm saying it's not okay. That shit is not okay.
It's
that's
okay
who
for
cares?
them
It's
to
their
Okay,
feel
problem.
that
It's
way.
their problem.
so if you come, it's right. It's their problem. What I'm saying is not okay. It's not. It would never be okay for somebody to feel something about somebody who they don't fucking know. That shit ain't okay.
Absolutely. But
I
see,
No,
the
agree with
reason
you,
I think the
but
I
reason
I
why
agree
she
don't.
with
said
you
it's
on
okay,
that.
because it's
I
like it's nothing you
agree.
could do
But what
about it.
can we
So it's
do
like, all
about
right,
that?
whatever.
Yeah,
Oh,
Ain't nothing
okay.
you can really that I think she
how
said it
can I
from that
change
No,
perspective,
that?
like
no, okay. So
by me
maybe I
not
was
being able
just
to do
maybe
nothing
I was
about
just
that,
gauging
like
the room and checking the because we be agreeing to a bunch of fuck shit and I was just checking the temperature, make sure this wasn't.
Okay, devil's
Oh, okay.
advocate.
You had to make sure you got the
Had
thermostat
to
in the
make sure this
room.
was a
Got
well
Right,
thought
you.
out statement.
we be goddamn agreeing to some fuck shit and no, hell no. It's not
Yeah.
okay to run from the plug twice. That shit is not okay, nigga.
Oh
No,
no,
it's not
ran off on
okay.
the plug twice.
No,
No,
it's not
okay.
girl.
okay.
You got one time. What they say, food me can't get food again, and I believe that shit. Like
Yeah.
it's a saying down in Texas. George Bush cracked me the fuck up when he said that shit. It's a saying down in Texas, and maybe we is here in Tennessee too.
His dumb ass didn't even say it right.
What you
And he
said?
sure did it. He said, "Well, what they really trying to say is fool me can't get food again. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me
Fool me
twice."
twice, shame on me.
And that's what I'm saying. Fuck you going on a second. What you going on a date with a nigga who done already showed you him for?
Cause I
Mm-hmm.
want to.
She
Exactly.
is
Let's
hungry.
talk about it. And that's what it means to be self-righteous to a fault. I want to thank you all for coming in and talking with me, holding this discussion. I had so much fun talking to y'all. I loved all of the opinions, the viewpoints, everything. Do any of y'all have any closing remarks?
No, it
Yeah.
was dope per usual. Love, peace, and hair grease. You know me.
Okay,
Can't wait to see y'all Thursday.
absolutely.
Yes.
It's
Oh,
you.
yeah. Who? Me?
It's Jarrell Thursday.
No.
It's
No,
Nunu.
it's Nunu Thursday.
Yeah, that's what I said. It's you.
Oh, it's me. Okay, well,
You gonna be good.
tune in.
Oh,
Tune in
excuse
this
me.
Thursday. I'm gonna be fine, girl. I'm
Okay.
be back home and everything. I'm be fine.
Chris, whenever you want
Tune
to
in
hop on and host
Thursday,
the episode,
period.
you're more than welcome.
Really?
Absolutely. On Thursdays,
Say that.
And he
you
talking about some
As
wood.
long as he not in his car.
No,
okay?
I'll be in.
Chris
Wow.
said, Chris
Listen,
said
I
he
be
be busy.
moving. Look, listen. I believe in building your business hand in hand. I don't believe this internet shit. This internet shit is not my world. You know what I'm saying? This is my world where I can get out and be handing people.
And
You
that
know.
shit gonna go straight to the trash.
I don't think so.
He be making
Shit.
connections that way though.
I don't think so. Yeah, I done met a lot of people like that. You know what I'm saying? Even though the
I can
internet, you
believe that
can meet
though.
some people too, though. But
Yeah, you gotta learn
I
how
don't
to
want
market on
disrespecting
all
with the internet.
platforms.
He
Yeah,
doing a better job. He be posting his things. He got to make
yeah,
sure
I
he
be
make all
doing a
his
better
shit
job.
shareable though. He got a lot of shit coming. He got
Not his page
pants.
private. Come on now, Chris. We gotta pull it together.
It's private.
What's your
It's not
page,
Nah, it
Chris?
private.
ain't
All your
private.
content don't be
That's my
shareable.
personal page. That's my personal page. It's private.
Yeah,
You got
yeah, on your
Instagram or
personal page when you
Facebook?
post, all your
Ye-
content don't be
Yes,
shareable.
ma'am.
He got pants
What's your
coming out. He
Instagram?
got boxers. He building,
Hey,
y'all. Hey,
hey,
and I
Desi,
love to see
Desi,
the growth.
hold on. Hold on, Desi. No. This your show. No. Mm,
This a
This is
platform, and I'm for you. I appreciate you coming on to my platform, kicking it with us, talking with us, and I'm a promote you, nigga. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit you over there talking about. When I say I'm self righteous to a fault, I mean that shit. I fucking mean that shit. China know I'm gonna promote her. I promote her dreams because y'all promoting my dream. That's when you get onto my podcast, you're promoting, you're supporting my dream. That is exactly what you're doing. So I always got space to talk about your business. I always got space to talk
All
about new
day.
business.
All
I
day.
Hey,
always
did you
got
drink
space to talk
something? Did you
about
drink some
anything
water?
that y'all.
Did you drink
Huh?
some tea? Did you drink some tea? Did you eat something?
I ate some cantaloupe and I got some watermelon in the refrigerator
Yes,
too.
Okay,
watermelon. I
So
love
Period.
watermelon.
okay, that's cool.
I know I can't
Watermelon
really just
definitely good.
be
Chris, what's
eating
your
anything.
business Instagram?
It is Akade, AKADE underscore collection, KOLLECTION.
Thank you. Come on, cause you
Did you
about networking. You about touching people in
did,
person. Well,
did you
let's
get it?
touch people in person.
Yeah, I be sharing everybody's shit now.
AKA
Exactly.
DE. D as in Derek.
Yeah,
Yeah.
AKADE. Yep. Like my hat.
And underscore collection with the K.
Collection with a K. Yep.
Oh, okay. I put C. Okay.
Yes, collection with the K. And y'all all make sure y'all follow him. You make sure
Yeah,
you
I follow
follow
It's,
him.
Nunu. She got, like I
it's a
said, she
girl
got
on the
she sell
page.
plus size clothing and she got
Yes,
a event space.
I just followed you.
So
yes.
and then China, she sell wine and she also make t-shirts. She wants some custom made t-shirts. She got you.
What kind of wine?
Jarrell, huh?
What kind of wine? What kind of wine she
Go
got?
ahead, China.
It's red wine. It's red, a sweet dessert wine.
You was drinking on something just now?
No, I was eating
I,
watermelon.
uh, you eat watermelon? Okay.
What's
Hold on.
wrong with watermelon?
No,
The
watermelon is
coon
the best
fruit.
source of water. That's no, that's good.
Not a coon fool. You're terrible.
There was a white
Hey,
lady
Hold
feeding a
what's
on.
your
black man.
Instagram?
Huh?
What's your Instagram?
Who mine?
Yeah.
The wine lady.
You see that name right there? Just type in that name right there.
CHEYNUAH.
I can't see it. Why is it?
CHEYNUAH.
Hold on, China. I still ain't followed you. Hold on. I'm supposed
You
to
said
follow
what
you
it is?
back.
That's
Huh?
what it is.
CHEYNUAH.
Real
Yeah, yeah. I'm all about networking. Don't ever think that I'm not about the
Say it
network.
again. Either I'm
C
too high
H E
or
Y Shay Noir. C
C
H
Okay.
E
Cause
Y.
with a
that same
T.
thing I be saying when I be
Yes,
saying
a
Shay
C.
Noir.
CCheynuah. C as in Charlie, H in
Okay.
hotel,
Okay.
E as in echo, Y in Yankee, N as in Nancy, U as in unicorn or uniform, A as in alpha, H as in hotel.
Come on, acronym.
You
I
said
mean
A
the
H
what?
A H
AH, yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Alpha Hotel.
Boy, this is why he don't like
Victoria
being
Kina.
social media. He an old man on social media. Yeah, I think that's it, love. You see
This
her
ain't it.
face? You can see her. Look
I
at
can't
her.
even see her face now.
You can't. It's black.
No, I'm
Uh,
saying yeah, I'm on my phone, so it's the shit so goddamn little.
It's
is
little
Oh,
to
it's
what's your
kill.
black.
name? What's your name on here?
Um, Akade, AKADE.
Oh, who is Jazz Super Thick?
Me.
Oh, it's like
Can you see her now? Can you see her name now? Is that bigger for you?
Hell no.
you said, AKA.
Can you
Yeah,
turn your phone?
AKADE. Hold on, let me turn it this way. Damn. Jasmine.
Shane, China. C H E Y.
THEYNU.
I'm screaming.
Boy, he the worst. I
Listen, is
know
we
he
still
definitely
on
don't like being on social media.
I am screaming.
He said, fuck this social media shit. I can understand. This nigga still ain't found your name yet. Boy, you right. Just keep handing out them flyers. I got Boy,
Hey,
you
get
straight.
your ass out of here, man.
Terrible.
I think I found her though.
Terrible.
Ah, bro, I'm so dead.
I think I found her though.
Oh
You
yeah, you
did.
did.
Okay.
I
Okay.
did.
Absolutely. So y'all make sure
Oh,
y'all definitely support, share each other's shit. Get out there. China, you got any last words for us?
Um, I don't know why my screen looked like that.
I did that. I'm sorry.
Oh, I usually have a quote or something nice to say, but I'm kind of like chill,
Oh no. Okay. I don't know how to get
chill.
the layout back right.
This my spring break, y'all, from school, so I kind of been lazy. Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
go to school for X-ray technician too. Huh, I ain't said that before, but that's what I'm in school for. But I guess you know what? I think my lesson that I learned this week was don't fall in love with a potential. So that's what I'm gonna leave with you guys tonight is don't fall in love with a look of something. Realize the reality of it.
I agree with that. That's so true. Take that with y'all. Write that in y'all journal. Remember that shit.
All I'm gonna say is, at the end of the day gotta end.
And flush the toilet so you don't go home to the same shit.
You know what I'm
That
saying?
part. Wait a minute, somebody else said it. I can't remember
It's
who
at
said
the
it.
it's that's what the
Oh,
the little
oh.
comedian OC
Let
too
me tell
funny.
y'all, we went to the poetry thing the other day. And that lady put me on the spot. I had to sit there. We had in the bar finishing up a poem that, that I wrote like a while back that I ain't finished. She was like, "You gonna write something today?" I'm like, yeah. When I tell you that poem was like so short, but you
Let
know
us hear
what?
it. Let us hear it right now.
Go
Oh
ahead, give
no,
it to him, girl. Give it to
no.
him. Deep
What?
throat like a
You
pig.
said it's short.
Choke. It's genocide,
You
homicide,
said it
hate,
was this short.
bitch.
Oh my God, that poem is seductive. I don't know if I want to say
It's
it.
an
So
erotic poem.
you can't
It's an
seduce somebody
erotic.
that don't want to be seduced.
Well, I
So
don't know
go
if it's
ahead. You up for the
appropriate.
challenge or not? Cause he ain't trying to be seduced.
I don't
Read
know if
the
it's
shit.
I just want to
appropriate.
hear it though.
Oh my gosh, hold on.
It's on her phone, so you
It's
ain't
on
gonna
my
be able to
phone.
see it.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear
Yeah,
you.
Hmm.
yeah, we can hurry you. You can.
Hurry.
Oh, oh no, you did not.
Where's she from at?
I'm from Tennessee.
I can hear
Denise said, "Read it. Let's go." Hey, they ready?
Okay, so
Put that shit up though.
this poem, this piece is called Pussy Therapy.
Hold on. Who?
Pussy therapy. Come on, he's seduced. He's seduced already, girl. Come on, read it for us. Read it.
Oh my God. Okay, so it goes. Hold on, let me make sure my kids is gone. And they were okay.
Damn, is that erotic? I might not need to hear that shit then.
No, it ain't that bad. I mean, you know. So it says, flip me on the bed as I spread them wide. This pussy is a pleaser, yes, she do provide. My grippers will grip, but it ain't homicide. Suck the tip, body shook, look, he electrified. Swallowed the whole village, but it ain't no genocide. I just killed the dick, now he left mummified. It's okay, baby. That's what we want. Dick now unidentified. Slumped over now. The bitch just died. Get him this good pussy and now we unclassified. Just called this pussy therapy because I leave him mystified. Pretty poison declassified.
Hey, pretty poison. That's her stage
Period.
That's
name.
my
Pretty
stage
Mars.
poison.
name.
Let's
Mars.
go. Chris, you
Literally had
seduced.
to write
Jarrell,
that.
y'all seduced. You feeling
No.
it?
You said what?
Why you scratching his head like that?
I
Is
don't
you
know.
okay?
Chris seduced over there
Shit,
like,
I'm tired.
man, I've been celibate for 3 days. I
Mhm.
don't fucking
No, I'm good. I'm cool.
know. All right. Well,
Now,
I appreciate.
Desiree should say one of hers. She'll put me on the spot.
I
My
mean, you know, I'm
destination
always
point.
ready. It is never a thing for me.
I should have said my last one. This one was not finished yet, but I finished that one another day.
I definitely read y'all some poetry. I got poetry for days.
Go
Well, let's
ahead.
hear some.
Let's hear one. Let's hear. You know what you should do? The one that I recorded. Well, I was
I'm
like,
confident.
yes, bitch, yes, yes, bitch, yes.
Someone the one about me? Okay, yeah, go ahead, do your thing.
Yeah, yes, Jarrell. The one about you, babe. The one about you, love. Hold on,
Okay
hold on.
now. Okay now.
He know what it is. You know what it is, Jarrell. You know.
Whole time.
I don't know. I gotta find it, y'all.
You lost it.
Fandy girl, Fandy.
Find it. It's real nice.
It's a.
Oh, great.
I'm confident. Like she might fuck you good, but I know I fuck you better. Like I know it's better. Lay back and let me show you the true definition of light as a feather. We about to encounter some stormy weather. Ladies, men be talking shit like this pussy ain't a weapon, like it don't do tricks, like my pussy ain't a ventriloquist, like it don't be talking without moving its lips, like it won't just grip up its tip. Like I'm not his morning wood quick fix. You see this camel toe big pussy energy shit. Like nigga, I will play ring around the rosy on your dick. Truly, I'm that bitch. Like I said, I'm confident. Said he pouring spirit, but my pussy rich in it. Like my pussy so wet, I think it's disrespectful when you spit in it. It ain't wet enough, then nigga put your chin in it. That's orgasmic. I yell heavenly tones while he leaves me flabbergasted. He worked my orgasms out like mathematics. This man a bit problematic. His tongue a riddle. I mean, more like magic. His dick charismatic be having me gasping for air asthmatic. Like I said, I'm confident. I'm the little mermaid with her ass in the air. Come drown in the depths of me if you dare. Fuck all that shit. My pussy don't play fair. All right. Well, thank you
Yes.
so much for listening to that.
Period,
Denise,
bitch.
you know your ears is not virgin, girl. You got like 12 years.
Okay.
Don't play with me, bitch.
Ah,
Chris, Jarrell, y'all got any last
I
words?
don't know. Chris was over there He was like,
Y'all done
Shit,
turned the podcast real erotic real quick.
man.
Um, yeah. Yeah, I do got some last words. I just want to read a Swahili proverb, and it's a proverb on unity. Unity is strength, and division is weakness. Um, Man, I know all over the internet we might see black people tearing each other down, black people, um, pointing out all of our misinformation, pointing out our flaws. Man, give black folks some grace. Give each other some grace. You know what I'm saying? Give yourself some grace. We all ain't no motherfucker came in this motherfucker with no goddamn book on their ass and told them how to live life. You know what I'm saying? All us making fucking mistakes, all us gonna grow, all us gonna fuck up, we gonna goddamn be up, we gonna be down. Give motherfuckers some grace, man. God damn.
I
Amen.
like that. Jarrell?
Yeah, three L's. Look, listen, learn. Look at yourself. Listen to somebody else. You might learn something.
hey, I like that.
Bars. Period.
That. Okay. Well, I just want to say thank you all for tuning into the immersive experience and rocking out with us. I want to leave y'all with this. Understand when people are trying to fill you with things that they deem necessary for themselves. So that way, and that's what you need to understand where you stand and where other people start, where you stop and where other people start. That's what I'm trying to say. So it's important to develop yourself. It's important to know yourself. It's important to get down to the nitty gritty of yourself. And just remember that there is a humility in uncertainty, and understand that you do not know everything, because the more you think you know, the less you actually know. So thank you so much for tuning in to the immersive experience. And once again, you can follow us on Instagram at the underscore immersive experience. Also right here on Facebook and YouTube at the Immersive Experience, a podcast, and on Twitter at Chocolate Codeine. And there's an 8 in chocolate, so make sure you spell it right. All right. Thank you so much. Y'all have a good night. We'll see you Thursday.